Sir Martin Frobisher was born in Altofts, near Wakefield, in West Yorkshire, in approximately 1535. His father was a successful merchant called Bernard Frobisher. The family originated from Yorkshire, and Martin was the fourth son. Very little else is known about his family. He would himself marry twice. His first wife was Isabel Richard, who he married on May 30th, 1559, and in 1564, he married his second wife, Dorothy Wentworth. Again, little is known about his education, other than, as was common for the time, Martin was sent to a relative, Sir John Yorke, who lived in London, where he attended the London School. This was also where he had his first encounter with seamen, and where he developed his desire to travel. At the age of 18 years he took his first voyage, on a merchant ship to Guinea. It will be around this time that he began to harbour dreams of finding a northwest passage, for trade routes to China and India. He knew he would need the backing of a consortium, in order for him to accomplish this goal. It will take him 5 years to raise the funds, with the assistance of the Muscovy Company, who had already financed several voyages in hope of making the discovery. He weighed anchor on June 7, 1576. Although the voyage proved less than fruitful in determining the Northwest Passage, due to ice and wind, Frobisher nevertheless obtained the piece of black stone which he thought might have some worth. With the Queen's assistance, the Company of Cathay was given a charter on her behalf, together with funds amounting to £1,000, for expenses, and he was appointed High Admiral of all, and any lands and waters, that he discovered. During the second and third voyages many tons of ore would be transported back to England, and processed, only to find that they actually held very little wealth. Highly disappointed, and unable to establish the Northwest Passage, Frobisher retired to his country home, but ever the seaman, was not content. The following year, Frobisher joined Sir Walter Raleigh in charge of a fleet of vessels, bound for the Spanish coast. A successful voyage was had, evidenced by the riches they returned with. It was in November of 1594, that he would be wounded by a gunshot during the siege of Fort Crozon, a Spanish-held fortress, off the coast of Brest. Having been transported back to Plymouth, he died of his wounds on November 15, 1594. His body was taken and laid to rest in St. Giles without Cripplegate, in London, while his internal organs had been buried in St. Andrew's Church in Plymouth.